water, a force of nature to be reckoned with, and many would call it their home. Throughout my life, I love to be next to the ocean. And so, when I was asked by Upward Bound to go to a place called Fairbanks, a place that's been hurt by a lot of flooding and disasters that happened in its recent years, I couldn't say no to it. But it was the most memorable experience I've had in my life. It really made me appreciate what we have in life, and the difference and the similarities we have between two states connected by one ocean. So, without further ado, this is my experience with Upward Bound's One Ocean project. Fit check. So, Mom, how do you feel about the trip? How do you feel?
I feel okay.
Why do you say that?
I do. You feel like we were just about to leave, so I didn't tell you stay. Why are you shaking your head?
Cause like,
I don't care.
you sound like that.
No, I do care. It's just that what I gonna do? Tell you no now. It's kinda too late then.
Yay! Traffic! Oh my god! Yeah, traffic. You love traffics?
Oh, look, the rainbow.
Where? Oh, nice. Rainbow! With the hula girl dancing at my eyes. The eyes staring at me. Well, it looks like this is gonna be goodbye for now.
Adios, peace out.
Ah! Hi, Mom. See ya.
See you later, son. Enjoy your time.
I'll try my best. Comes the fun part. Boarding the plane. I'm not ready for this. Few hours later. When we reached to Alaska, it was mostly just a day of pure pleasantries. Basically got to relax, to get acquainted with the building. Stevens Hall, it was named. Nothing really happened. We were just waiting for the second group of Alaska kids to arrive. And by relax, I mean carousels. But once they did, things got interesting.
For Team 1 Water with Zach, we have
And this was the moment where Team H came to existence. Led by Zach Hazard, Team H consisted of 7 students who, through a lot of trials and tribulations, grew together. And so, the work begins. First week consisted of a lot of team building. And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. How do you feel about your bridge?
It's not up to code.
26.5.
This is also the period in which we started discussing ideas for what our group needs to do. After listening to the pitch presented by Wes Cryle, who specializes in sand dune restorations, we decided to do erosion. Now there was two types of erosions we dealt with. First was ocean erosion and river erosion. Alaska is notorious for its rivers, and so we made up to two groups. One focused on spreading awareness on river erosion. The other group was tasked with spreading awareness on ocean erosion. Week 2 was essentially a continuation of Week 1. We, as a group, went with Zach and Brian to the Chena River.
All right, H2O. Does anybody know where we are?
We're in Fairbanks.
We're in Fairbanks here. Yeah. So we are standing in the town site of Chena, Alaska. Chena was a very important town for the Tanana Valley. The Tanana Valley is the big valley here that Fairbanks is located in. Chena, the town of Chena, was a gold mining boom town that had its heyday between 1902 and 1923. During that time, it was an incredibly important community for the valley because of its location right here on the Tanana River. The Tanana River was the blessing of this community and the curse of this community. And I want us to walk pretty much along the bank of the river and just keep your eyes and ears open. At the other end, we'll meet up again and talk about some of the things we saw, some of the questions we might have, and any observations that we want to share together.
So, Brian, how much you know about this place?
Quite a bit, but I'm still learning.
Still learning. What do you wish to learn over here?
What do I wish to learn? I guess I'm always curious about the history of a place and the people who live there. It's easy to say, oh yeah, this town was abandoned, but it's kind of, there's more to it than that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, imagine the kinds of people where this was home for 20 years, and that decision to leave your home had to be a hard one. There's a lot of communities in Alaska that are currently facing the same problem, same question of asking themselves, what do we do? Do we abandon our home? Do we move our home? Do we move to a different village? And there's no easy answers, obviously. Mm-hmm. It's interesting because in Alaska, the problems that we face currently are similar to the problems we faced in the past. So it's always good to think about the history of a place and the experience of people who live there.
After the trip to the Chena River, we got a good understanding on what erosion's happening in Alaska. And so, we walked into overdrive. That is the stream table that the river erosion guys were working on. And right here is Jonah working on the wave table. We also had some Just Dance fun to ease the tension and the stress, you know? And before we know it, we're already in Maui.
What was my parents thinking?
At this point of our journey, we were tired. 4 weeks of continuous work, we just said no, we're taking a break. Yes, we'll do work, but we're also going to have some fun. While we were in K&I, we did see some erosion happening in Hana, and got to interact with a lot of the community there. We got some feedback on what was going on in their daily lives. We were able to do some taro planting, cleaning the forest, and fish netting. And even as the journey came to an end, it was just fun to be around so many unique people, seeing the world. Makes them feel like family, I would say.